Good morning, everyone. 12th class accountancy. Chapter 2 fundamentals of partnership, and the topic is partners capital account. This is really a very important topic, and whole of the partnership book is dependent on this topic. There is no a single chapter where this topic will not be used. In chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In all the chapters, this topic will be used, and without this topic, you will not be able to do any question of the further chapters, because in every chapter, you need to prepare the partner's capital account. Okay, so try to understand it very carefully. In 11th class also, we have understood the concept of capital account. So what is the capital? Capital is the amount which is invested by the proprietor to start up the business. Clear? So whenever a businessman or a proprietor or a person wants to start up the business, then he has to invest some amount. That initial investment is known as capital. So the amount which is in the beginning of the year, it is basically of two types: opening capital. The amount which is in the beginning of the each financial year is known as opening capital. Then the closing capital. Closing capital is the capital which is after making all appropriations, in which the partner's salary, partner's interest on capital, and interest on drawing, means all the additions are done and all the subtractions are also done. So that is known as closing capital, the capital which is after doing all the appropriations. Clear? So that is the closing capital, and we all know that the closing capital of 1 year will be the opening capital of the next year. So in sole proprietor, we talked about only the sole proprietor's capital, because in sole proprietor there is only one proprietor, so whole of the profit is added in that capital only. But here we are talking about the partnership. Partnership means there will be at least two number of partners in a business, two number at least. So we need to prepare each and every partner's capital account separately. There will be not the combined capital account. Suppose three partners are there, so it means three capital accounts will be there. First A's capital account, then B's capital account, and then C's capital account. So all the three accounts will be maintained all together, and all the transactions related to A, whether they are the additions or the subtractions, will be recorded only in A's capital. And in relation to B will be recorded only in B's capital. In relation to C will be recorded in C's capital. Additions in the capital means credit, because whenever capital is increased, it is always credited, and deletions from the capital means debit. So now, could anyone please tell me few of the transactions which we have already done in P&L appropriation account, with which the capital will be increased or the capital will be decreased? Before going to the format, I just want to ask few transactions with which the capital may increase or capital may decrease. We have done many examples while making P&L appropriation account. Yes, I am waiting for your answer. Okay, so I am unmuting. You can raise hand. Yes, very good. I am getting answers in chat box. Very good. Ajay Bhatia, salary and commission. Ambika, interest on capital. Partners commission. Very good. With all these transactions, the capital of a partner will be increased. Kaun se transactions? I am writing here, which you have told me. Wait a minute. Capital is credited, capital is debited. Here I am writing debited and credited. IOC? Yes. The partner is getting IOC. Yes, Soumya Jain. Why every time your video is still? Why? Be attentive in class and don't make your camera on still. Don't try to make me fool. Okay? IOC? With IUC, the capital will be increased, so it will be added and written on the credit side. Salary is added to the capital, so it will be credited. Partners commission, again it will be credited. Then profits, whatever the profits the partner is getting after doing all the appropriation, that will be also added. And on debit side, what is to be written? Interest on drawings, because interest on drawings are subtracted from the capital. Then drawings, and one more thing, that is the loss. Any loss is there, so that will be also subtracted from the capital. Subtraction means the capital will decrease, and decrease means the capital will be debited. One more thing can be there. Any of the partner may introduce additional capital during the year. So with that additional capital, the capital will be increased. So whenever the capital is introduced in the business, the entry is passed cash account debit to capital. In 11th class, you have done this entry many times. Cash account debit to capital account. So here we can write additional capital. So with this additional capital, the capital will be increased. Okay. Now all these things we have to arrange by making the capital account. Clear? By making the capital account. So as I told you, the number of capital accounts will be depending on the number of the partners. If there are only 2 partners, then the 2 capital accounts will be there. 3 partners, then the 3 capital accounts will be there. 4 capital accounts will be there, and so on. Each partner capital account will be representing only one partner. Clear? So now there are 2 methods to maintain the partner's capital account. Write down those 2 methods. I am making here a web chart. You can make also. Methods of partners capital account. Methods of partners capital account. Wait a minute. Hanji. So methods of partners capital account. There are 2 methods. Please list down. Fixed capital method. It can be the very important 1 marker question. How many methods are there? 2 methods. Fixed capital method. Fluctuating capital method. As the name implies, fixed capital method means the capital remains same or fixed. And fluctuating capital method means the capital keeps on fluctuating. With every increase or decrease, the capital is changed. Pranav, be attentive. Okay. So under fluctuating capital account, only capital accounts are maintained and they will be debited or credited. Under fixed capital method account, 2 accounts will be prepared. Not only 1 account, 2 accounts will be prepared. Which 2? Capital accounts, and the other one is current account. Capital account and current account. We will be doing this topic tomorrow. Okay. So today we will be doing only fluctuating capital method. In fluctuating capital method, capital increase or decrease with every transaction. So increase means credit and decrease means debit. So all those transactions which we have discussed earlier also, that I am going to write here. The transactions with which the capital will increase: IOC, salary, partners commission, and partners profit, which he got after the all appropriations. And the side with which debit side with which the capital will decrease the transactions: IOD. IOD means interest on drawings, permanent drawings, and loss. Clear? So all these are the items which you need to record in the fluctuating capital account, and we need to prepare only 1 capital account. But if we are following fixed capital method, then we need to prepare two accounts, capital account and current account. Now the question is, which method is to be followed while doing the numericals? So it must be very much clear in the question that which method is to be followed, either the fixed capital or fluctuating capital, and you have to act whatever is the given in the question in that manner. Okay. So if nothing is mentioned in the question about the method, if the method is given, then there is no issue. Fixed method is given, you will be following fixed. Fluctuating capital method is given, you will be following fluctuating. But if nothing is mentioned in the question, or we can say the question is silent, in that case, you are going to follow fluctuating method. So whenever we will be taking assumption, we will be going to the easier side. So this is much easier as compared to fixed capital method. So if the question is silent, it means we have to take assumption. Clear? And whenever we will be taking the assumption, we will be following only the fluctuating capital account. Now I'm just making the format of fluctuating capital account. You all need to draw the format. Yes. Suppose there are three partners, A, B, and C. So here, what you can do, you need not to make three accounts separately. So you can combine all the accounts just like the cash book of cash column and bank column. We were making both the columns together in one format. We were not making the different cash book for the cash transaction and bank transaction. So similarly, we will be making all the partners capital accounts together, not individually, but there will be a separate column for each partner. Clear? So suppose there are three partners. So I am drawing the format for three partners. No need to prepare the date column, as all the transactions we are doing, with those transactions there will be no date. So no need to make the date column. Otherwise we are supposed to draw the date column always in every ledger account. But here no need. A, B, C. It is just like the format of cash book. Okay. But here, instead of writing the cash and bank, I have written partner's name, A, B, C. And this column is for, wait a minute. Yes. This is the complete format of capital account. And this column is for particulars. Like in cash book, we were having particulars, and here also particulars. So capital account will be always started with the opening balance. It will be given in the question. Okay. So capital is a liability, internal liability, and all the internal liabilities have credit balance. All the liabilities, whether it is internal or external, have the credit balance. So by balance BD. What is this? This is opening balance. It must be given in the question. So A's balance will be written here, B's balance will be written here, C's balance will be written. And how the making of capital account can be asked in the question? You all know that the complete format cannot be asked, but the balance, closing balance of any of the partner can be asked in the form of MCQ. So in that case, you have to draw the complete capital account in your working note, in your rough work, and the final answer will be your answer. Okay. So by balance BD, the opening balances, it must be given in the question. Then write here all the items with which the capital account was increased by IOC, and from where you will be getting from P&L appropriation. Because in P&L appropriation, we have already calculated the IOC. So in this chapter, first P&L appropriation will be prepared. Then on that basis, capital accounts of the partners will be prepared. So from the P&L appropriations, entry will be, there will be inter-account posting of all the entries. Clear? So by IOC, by salary, suppose IOC is given to all the partners. So we are going to write the amount. A's amount will be written in A's column, and B's amount will be written in B's column, and same for the C and other part. By salary, salary will be written only in the those partners capital account who are getting salary. Suppose only B is getting salary. So I have written salary only be in B's column. In A and B, there is no amount is mentioned as they have not got the salary. This is the credit side, and in this side, I am writing all those items with which the capital of the partners will increase. Here, then commission. So commission already we have calculated in profit and loss appropriation account. Suppose A and C are getting commission. So A's amount will be written in A's column and C's amount will be written in C's column. Here, now what is left? Suppose during the year, A has introduced additional capital. So by cash, I'm writing here additional capital in bracket. If it is given in the question, you are going to write anything which is not given in the question. Need not to write that particular item. Here, so all these are not compulsory. What entries will be there in the capital account is strictly based on the question given. Whatever is given in the question, you have to incorporate here, and not given, you can skip that particular item. Here, by cash, additional capital. Suppose A has introduced additional capital. So there will be no amount in the column of B and C. Now the last item, that is the by profit and loss appropriation account. By profit, and please make this format in your notebook. I can see that few students are sitting vacant. Yes, Pranav, Soumya, why you both are sitting vacant? Can't you write? This is not an English period or BST period. This is accountancy period. So side by side, you have to write also better. It will be helpful, really helpful for you for preparing the chapter. Otherwise, in a book, in chapter 1, total 150 pages are there. How you will be able to read again and again 150 pages? If you are noting down here, the complete chapter will be in just 5 to 7 pages. So it will be very easy for you people to revise the chapter if you are making your notes side by side. By profit and loss appropriation account. So what is this? This is the amount of profit which we have distributed among the partners in the profit and loss appropriation account. So profit will be, all the partners must be getting the profits according to the given ratio. If no ratio is given, then equal. Profits will be distributed in that case equal. So this is the complete credit side of the partners capital account, and which method we are following? Fluctuating method. Here we are following fluctuating method. Keep this thing in mind. Okay, fluctuating method. Now come to the debit side. 2. Yes, in debit side 2 IOD, if any, interest on drawings. Interest on drawings, if any. 2 drawings. Here I am mentioning one thing, that is permanent drawings. Permanent drawings. And what do you mean by permanent drawing? I will be explaining this while doing the interest on drawing topic. Okay. There is a complete topic, interest on drawing, how to calculate interest on drawing in this chapter. So there I will be telling you the meaning of permanent drawing. Yeah. Next, 2 profit and loss account. What is this profit and loss account? This is the loss. If in P&L appropriation account, profit and loss appropriation, this is. If in P&L appropriation, the losses were there, so they will be coming this side. Here, one more thing you can consider. I'm telling you for making the topic easy for you. Suppose this is the P&L appropriation account and you have already prepared it. So in this account, here we were writing IOC, salary, commission, and here we were writing by interest on drawing. So I told you one thing, whenever there is inter-account posting, then what rule I have told you? Left to right, right to left. So these are in the left, these will be posted to the right, all the items, and this is in the right side of the P&L appropriation. So this will be posted. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. So this will be posted in the I think the figure is not saved and by mistake I have changed the book. So whatever is given in the, I'm making here again. Very fast I will make. Really sorry for this. So here I had written by balance, by IOC, by salary, by commission, and last one was by P&L appropriation. Debit and credit. Here I had written 2 IOD, 2 drawings, 2 P&L appropriation. This is for loss. Here, and I was telling you the inter-account posting. This is the P&L appropriation account. And here 2 IOC, it is written here 2 salary, 2 commission. All these items are written on the debit side, and here by IOD it is written on the credit side. So what I was telling, that left to right, whenever we are doing inter-account posting, then we are doing left to right rule, we are following. So IOD will be coming this side, and all these items will be coming left to right, right to left, this side. So if you are making both, then you can use this trick also. So in this manner, the capital account will be completed. Which capital account? Fluctuating capital account. Clear? Then finally, we need to find out the balance. So that will be the balancing figure to balance sheet. And you all know that how to calculate the balance. The credit side will be totaled. Then the debit side will be also totaled, and debit side or the lesser side will be subtracted from the total. Clear? Lesser side will be subtracted from the given total. So whatever the balance will be there, that will be written here. So that will be the individual balance of all the 3 partners. So I hope the topic is clear to you all. If not, you can ask. And today we have done which topic? Capital accounts of partners. And which capital account? Only the fluctuating capital account. Under this method, only one account is prepared, that is the capital account. And all the items which will increase the capital will be recorded on the credit side. All the items which will decrease capital will be recorded on the debit